Well, hi there, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Farmer Ben, also known as Feed the Beast Monster. Last time we were growing this netherwort, and as you can probably see, the farm is coming along really quite well. I've actually run out of soul sand. This is as big as I could make it, and it is getting very much in the way of that multi-farm, which is probably going to have to move. Big lag spike. Oh, wow. Okay, I have got quite a bit of netherwort now. I've managed to get up to 48 bits. I'm also going to grab this. And while I'm here, I should also note I've been messing around up here. You might have noticed there is a path here now. You might also notice that this bit's changed. I've decided to put another little tower on here to mark the join. The steps here are in. And that bit's changed around a bit. That's still a little hole into the cave, but that will change eventually. So the question is, what do I want loads and loads of netherwort for? Well, to be honest, it's not completely necessary for what I actually want to do. But it will be extremely useful, because what I want to do is make one of these. This is a Lilypad of Fertility. It comes from Xeno's Reliquary, and basically it is a Lilypad. It floats on water, and it increases the growth rate of all crops near to it. That does include the magical crops. And even more importantly, the bonuses stack. So if you have 2 Lilypads near a crop, it is twice as effective as 1. So these things are really good because the magical crops grow really quite slowly. So what do you need to make these things? Well, you need Lilypads, which could be awkward, but you can make these out of the nature essence from the magical crops. You also need this splash fertilizer serum. That's made from a condensed serum with bone meal, which is made from a vial of water with glowstone, gunpowder and netherwort. You can see how many of these serums you need, so you can see why I need absolutely tons of netherwort. So let's get started and see how much we can make. Thing 1 we can make are the Lilypads, which were that. No, they were not. Which were that. So we can easily make up a couple of those. So that is 16. The next thing that we need are these serums. If we go all the way down through it, these things come from empty vials. Empty vials are made from glass panes. So do we have any glass panes in here? We don't, but we have lots of glass blocks. I do love the ME system for making things really easy to work with. So let's get a couple of stacks of glass blocks in, and then make up the glass vials, which I think was like that. It was. So 15. They come in stacks of 16 apparently. So 1 more, that should be enough. So we need to turn these empty vials into the water vials. Vials of ordinary water. To do that, it is as simple as filling a bucket. You click on a water source block. This is the part which gets incredibly exciting. We go up. Whoa, my computer is absolutely terrible for this episode, and I am really sorry. I don't know what it is doing. You come up here to a source of water and you simply right-click. This is where you get to hear the lovely sound of my mouse clicking away for ages. So that's 32. Not many more. And there we go, absolutely loads of vials of ordinary water. More than we could probably use. Okay, so now what do we need to do with these vials of ordinary water? We need to turn them into these condensed splashed serums. For that we need glowstone dust, gunpowder and nether wart. So how many of these do we actually have? I shall keep one on me. So we've actually made up 59, so it would be reasonable to actually try and have 59 of everything else. Well, we've got 48 nether wart, so that will be the limiting. Glowstone is a bit of an issue because we only actually have 8 pieces. It's another one of those nether things which is quite hard to come by. However, we should have absolutely, and I'm sure we do because I checked this not long ago at all. Yeah, all those are empty. There should be a load of mimikites. Why was that not? I have no idea. But one of those plus those equals 5 of these. Again, we're burning through our mimikite stocks quite quickly. So that's 40. That will be 60 or so, which will be plenty. The nether wart, I didn't keep one on me. And the other thing which we need is gunpowder. Now, gunpowder's a bit more of an issue, you might think, because we only have 2. However, of course, we do have the mob farm, which has been working away very well. Thank you very much indeed. So if we just pop down to it, there we go. You can see there's nothing in here at the minute, because nothing lasts in there very long, but I've had to put on another chest because this one was getting too full. You can see we have got up to 10 ender pearls, that's gone up a bit since I last saw it, and we have stacks of gunpowder and zombie brains. We've got stacks of lots of stuff. I will take the bones up as well because we will need quite a bit of bone meal and a bit of this gunpowder. That should do us nicely. So let's put all that stuff away and keep one single little bit, because we need to make a load of these condensed splash serums. To make that we need a piece of nether wart, gunpowder, glowstone and this vial of ordinary water. Condensed splash serums. 16, 16, 16, and we've run out of nether wart, so that's fine. So that's how many we could make with what we have. We need to turn this into splash fertilizer serum, for which we need to put this condensed serum with bone meal. So how much bone meal do we actually have? Not a lot, but we have lots and lots of bones, thank you. So that will probably do. 276 bone meal. Yep, I think that is enough. So one of those, combined with 3 of those, make these magical splash fertilizer serums. There's 16 of them, there's another 16, and there's another 16, which is brill. If we combine those with these lily pads, we're going to get our Lilypads of Fertility. Wasn't that easy? We've managed to make 6. That is not too bad at all. So let us get a bucket. Or how many buckets do we want? A few, I think. So what is the cunning plan? The cunning plan, is it night time? The cunning plan is to go to bed and start in the morning, because there's no use gardening when you're tired. There we go. So, do we have everything we need? Pretty much. I will pick up So all the way back over here now. A little bit of dirt, because we have plenty. So I'm intending growing crops in separate 3x3 areas, which I have sort of got marked out, and using machines to fully automate them. We have more netherwort, got to do it, because I need lots of this stuff, because I might make more lily pads than this. So you can see I've vaguely marked areas out. This is a 3x3 here, that's a 3x3 there. So we might just as well start off with this one because it's not in the way of everything else. So this is where some crops will go. Now the lily pads extend out, I believe, by 7 blocks, 3 either way, and about 4 up, so you can bury them pretty deep. I am going to, I do have a water source over there, yes, put them in here. Now I'm not going to be able to completely put them in everywhere, because of the other things which I'm going to put in. So that is the level the soil will be at. So one more level down there will be the machine I am thinking of, which will take a power supply and some cabling to go in like that. So if I actually, now I have dug all that out, replace it with cobblestone, we could, or even dirt apparently. I'd rather have a bit of cobble. I only need 4 bits. I don't really want to take that bit out, do I? Let's have a nice lag spike to make me dig it out again. There we go. So that's where the machines will be going. I could put it down one more and have even more, but really if I put 5 Lilypads of Fertility in, which is what I will get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will speed it up so much that I really don't care. I don't need infinite amounts of speed boost. Okay, so we can now fill these. Now the lily pads do need to go on a water source block. They are not happy sat on a flowing water block. So we can just pop them down like that. They give off a nice particle effect, which is extremely lovely. So that is stage 1 of our plan. I do now actually have to check and see whether I can put soil on top of that. I can't. You know what that means? That means I have done this wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Wrong. It is all wrong. Because and I'm failing at getting this stuff back out. This needs to go down one more because the lily pads, of course, take up a block themselves, which is good because it means we won't have flowing water everywhere. So 1, 2, 3. The lily pads can now go on those squares. So you can see we need a lot of netherwort because this is only enough lily pads for a very small area. I'm going to put the soil in here, and now anything planted on here will grow incredibly quickly. So that is it for this part of the episode. In the next episode I'm going to make the machines to do all the automation. So thank you very much for watching the episode, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I very much hope to see you next time.